with input, so it's remarkable that you're there taking notes at a young age, doing it with world leaders. What are some of the best lessons that you pulled out from those interactions with world leaders like the Pope?
So, with the Pope specifically, the conversation was very interesting. I could see that he's very curious. And sometimes you have a hunch, you feel like people who are stately and at a very high position globally, so they are revered by people or they are really respected, you feel like they don't have the time. They just want to get things over with and they just want to move you along. And I never got that from any leader that I interacted with. So whether it was the Pope, whether it was Elon Musk, whether it was the Secretary General of the United Nations or others, or even the leadership here in the UAE, it always feels like when you go into a room and you sit with them, you know that they're very busy. You feel like they want to give you all the time in the world just to understand the things that you have to say, but in detail. And I actually remember this experience quite well. In 2017, before I became minister, I was running the summit and I was doing a few other things, but I wasn't really a senior government representative. And I went with the minister as well to see Elon Musk in LA. And the meeting was supposed to be half an hour. So it was just half an hour. We're going to talk about a few issues and we're going to leave. The meeting took an hour. And the reason why it took an hour is because while the discussion was taking place, and again, I'm telling you, I was a fly on the wall at that meeting. I wasn't really a part of the meeting. So I was there just to take the minutes, to make sure that everything was in order. And I was doing that alongside my other responsibilities. So I was running the summit and doing a few other things, but at the same time, I was taking these minutes. And purposely, I did not allow or I did not enable my progression beyond that position. So I've always wanted to be the minute taker. And I always actually came back and said, okay, I will take this other responsibility as well, but please let me attend these meetings and take these minutes. And I could see, my bosses at the time, and I could see leadership looking at me with this very weird look. People usually want to become the manager or they want to become the boss, but you're demanding to come and take the minutes. That doesn't make sense. It's because going into that meeting, taking those minutes, you learn so much. It's as if you read 100 books. I think you feel like you've learned a lot.